morning UAE students. I hope you're doing well and have been able to get out in the sunshine whilst also completing all of your tasks. Thank you so much to those of you that have submitted some amazing videos and got your families involved, and also those that have done really beautiful descriptions of the phrases that you're making. So remember that you have the choice of either submitting a video of what you're doing, or you can do a written description of what you are physically doing. So say for example, if I went and physically made my solo but I didn't want to record, or I couldn't record for whatever reason, I could then go and like write a description about what I did. However, it's easier for me to see if you upload a video because then I can look at your technique and just give you that extra couple of marks. But today we are going to move forward to look at the last of the technical skills, which is relationships. So the reason that I'm doing this differently from the other physical skills of action, dynamics and space is because while they were able to be done as a solo, relationships obviously is going to require one other person. So what relationships in dance means is who else you are dancing with and in what way. So if you look at a dance performance and there are two people, then you can try and figure out if they're dancing in a similar way, then they have like harmony. So you might suggest that they're siblings or parents or in a relationship or best friends. If they're dancing in an opposite way, then you might think that they are enemies or people that come from different parts of the world or something, because you're seeing their differences. So relationships are really important because it helps to give an idea of what is going on in the dance and to help communicate a story. So if you added in more dancers, then you might, I don't know, if there was 4 people dancing and then a solo person dancing, then it might be a dance about exclusion or bullying or something. So really it's thinking about how you can use people within your phrase to make your dance really beautiful and to be able to communicate a certain meaning or theme. So in today's topic, we are looking at how we can dance with another person, what different things you can do to create movements. So you're going to need to find someone in your household, whether it's a sibling or a parent, or if you have extended your bubble to another household and you can get a friend to do this with you, then that's great. Just make sure that you are, of course, being safe and following all of the COVID guidelines. But I would love to see the things that you are doing with the person in your household. I did mine with my sister. For this video, I have got my sister Mads to do this with me, and we're going to start with mirroring. So mirroring is what it sounds like, which is you stand in front of someone and you are going to lead and they're going to follow exactly as you're doing it. So the first movement we're going to do is hands by your side. You're going to lift, put it down, lift the other one, take it over, go across, bend your knees, take it round and in. See if you can do that with the person you are choreographing with, or you can use a real mirror, and try that for at least 30 seconds. Okay, so this next one is called lead and follow, which, as you might imagine, is where one person starts moving and then the other person starts moving. So if I'm going to do just a quick arm move and a turn, then Mads might do the same because she's going to be following my lead. So I'm going to go, then you're going to go. So I'm going to just start like this, then you go, and turn. So there's kind of like a canon, so it's a similar kind of thing of leading and following but working together. So this next one is action reaction, which is kind of like where you use dance to have a conversation but using movement. So my action is I'm going to do a jump here. Mads' reaction is she's going to do a jump backwards. So if we do that again, we're going to do, go back to where you were, and action, reaction. So this next one is contrast and complement. So if I'm going to do a movement and Mads is going to contrast it by doing the complete opposite. So actually if you start with a movement and then I'm going to do a contrast. Okay, so whatever movement you want. Okay, because she's gone on like a mid-high level and done a circle with her arm, I'm going to go on a low level and I'm going to make sure I'm not doing a circle. So I'm going to instead do something like jagged as I go down. So she's going to do the same, I'm going to do a contrast and go. So see, we had the contrast there. Now I'm going to do a complementary movement which is not exactly the same, but something similar. So if we go again, remind me of your movement. There, okay. So I'm going to go like that. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. And then we've got our complementary movement. So our second to last one is accumulation. So that is where I can do one movement, Mads will then do my movement and add another one. Then I could then do them 2 movements and add another one. So if you've ever played the game, I went to the shop this morning, where each person will add on another item to the list. It's very similar to that. So my first movement is going to be arm circle. You're now going to do that and your own movement. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Go. Arm circle.
That one.
And the other arm.
That one.
Kick with your leg.
And that one.
And your one. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, kick, kick, and then I'll just do a leap. So the last one is contact, and that is where you're going to travel across the space with your partner whilst remaining in contact. That's why it's important that you're going to be doing this with someone from within your household, just for like reasons of being safe. So we're going to start here, and we're going to start contact here. I'm going to spin across, staying in contact. Then if I'm going to get your hand here, take to a low level, up. If you get my head, I'm going to lean backwards, and we could finish there. If you want to try something more complicated, then you can add high and low levels in your contact. So if me and Mads were starting by the floor here, we could then be in contact, reach up. I'm going to spin her around. I'm going to go here, lift, turn. We're staying in contact. She is going to lift me there, and we're going to finish. So using these different ideas, trying to make a duet with your partner, which includes these different methods of being in contact or relationship with the person that you're dancing with. Relationship just means how you and the person that you are dancing with use the space, respond to each other, and make a really interesting dance. Please submit them, and I look forward to see what you do.